Hey beer lovers, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This time we're discussing non-alcoholic stouts and more importantly how we here at KPU Brewing went about brewing them. We can't wait for you to check this out and let us know what you think. So grab your favorite beer, kick back and let's dive right in. In fact, our NA Stout was the very first non-alcoholic beer we ever brewed. After sampling a few commercially available options, we decided to create our own recipe and give it a go. When the beer was finished, we were really pleased with the results, especially considering it was our first time brewing NA beers. That said, we noticed a few areas that could be improved, so we decided to enter the beer into a national competition and get feedback from a prestigious panel of beer judges. The beer was rated as very good, generally fitting within the style guidelines, with just a few minor flaws. We were encouraged by the feedback, and after making a few small adjustments to the recipe, we brewed it again. This time, we entered it into the US Open College Beer Championship, where it earned a silver medal. Now, nearly a year later, we're doing another NA Stout using our small brew systems. We have decided to make a few adjustments to our original recipe, so let's jump right in. The first big change is related to the original extract and the malts. We've decided to increase the original extract from 6 to 7 degrees Plato to get more body, and we're using 6 different malts to add more flavor complexity to the beer. We're using Pilsner malt as our base malt for a clean grain flavor. Munich Type 2 malt to add color and notes of honey, caramel, and bread. Brown malt will add coffee and chocolate notes while increasing color, foam stability, and mouthfeel. Crystal Medium will add a little more complexity with caramel and toffee notes, while a small amount of Carafa 3 will bring color, body, notes of espresso and cocoa, and a mild roasted character. Melanidin malt will enhance body and mouthfeel. Our brewing water is filtered through a carbon filter for removing any chlorine, millipore filter for removing any suspended solids, and finally it is being treated by UV light, which effectively kills or inactivates any microorganisms that might be present. Our local water is very soft, so we're adding both calcium chloride and calcium sulfate to hit our mineral targets. After mashing in, we're adding the sparge arm to our mash tun and hooking up hoses for Wort recirculation. We are using high mash temperature and short rest time in order to limit the formation of any fermentable sugars. Temperature is carefully controlled throughout the mash. Sparge water temperature is 78 degrees Celsius or 172 degrees Fahrenheit. Fuggles hops are used for both bittering and aroma. After reaching our target kettle knockout volume, the Wort pH is adjusted to 4.4 by adding lactic acid. Worts from 5 small brew systems are cooled to 25 degrees Celsius by using a plate heat exchanger and transferred to our 200-liter cylindro-conical fermentation vessel. We are using SAF Brew LaO1 maltose negative yeast, which limits the production of alcohol and is only capable of utilizing glucose and fructose. After 48 hours of fermentation, the beer is crash cooled and filtered through our sheet filter. As part of our food safety plan for non-alcoholic beers, we are adjusting the beer pH to 4 by adding lactic acid to the final product in our bright beer tank. The final beer carbonation is adjusted to 2.4 volumes per volume by carefully controlling beer temperature and CO2 pressure in the bright beer tank. We have decided to package the beer in bottles, since they are rated for higher internal pressure than cans. By doing this, we are reducing the risk of any small package bursting during beer pasteurization. The recommended pasteurization level for any non-alcohol beer is between 80 and 120 pasteurization units. This NA Stout has a deep brown color with a tan head and good foam stability. It is characterized by roasted grain aromas and a hint of coffee and chocolate notes. Moderate sweetness is well balanced by restrained bitterness. It has smooth and creamy mouthfeel with moderate carbonation. Cheers!